Demon of the Rails by Chet Guthrie. A half-sickle moon pierces the lonely night, casting a still silver glow over the murky Mississippi River below. Over a bridge that has long had any passengers on its rails, not a soul of an engine has made a trip in years. The river is stained in oil. The corpses of locomotives lay rusting away in the embalming clay. It is a graveyard of hulking, twisted metal. Locomotives crashed right off the tracks due to the blame of faulty rails. Rails put into place by slaves, crying out for freedom in the old Civil War days. In thoughts, the rails have not so much a blame as the winding tracks that go on for miles all look the same. Truth be known, the land is cursed. The hellish black nights bring the conductors to madness, forcing them to go faster, igniting the intense emberous flame. The resonance of a voodoo curse brought up by the beaten slaves still harbors hatred for the white man to this day. And the haunting story of Keegan Mashburn still roams the tracks in vengeful tragedy. He walked alone, drinking a mind-numbing spirit a cold October night, sitting in the middle of the twin iron base on the bridge, chanting a grieving laughter. His wife of 27 years left him. His children all had succumbed to a brutal winter in a year before. He drank himself into a careless coma, undaunted that a train was coming at a swift, steam-boiling pace. A whistle blew, clicking down the track. He stared in a drunk glare, then got up and stumbled. The light shined far off in the darkness.
Kelly, is that you?
He yelled in an angry, belligerent slur. The whistle grimly blew.
You shut your mouth, you blasphemous, sinful!
One more warning blow, the train lanterns reflected into the soulless pits of his eyes. The cowcatcher caught him. Threw him beneath the heavy build of the steam-breathing giant. Not a moment to scream, not a moment to drink, not a moment for one more morbid chatter. The conductor perceived. 1,000 wheels shrieked. Falling freight fell from the boxcars in the river below. From the quarter-mile span from the train to the red caboose, they found his arms, to his legs, to his organs scattered into the framework of the bridge. His head found crushed, and the cowcatcher, a drunken, emotionless smirk, still mocking his wife. With the mistake, they picked up his body, piece by mangled piece, then burned him to ash on the bridge. Not another word was spoken. The murder of Keegan Mashburn was forgotten. The accident accordingly never happened. Under the half-sickle moon, a shadow looks to the twisted iron railroad graveyard below. The moon in all its bright glow cannot faze it. It is a blackness of obscenity ruling over all that is grudgingly hateful. It has no life. It has no soul. It is nothing more than a human-shaped dark hole. When the moon conceals in deep fog, the shadow grins a disgusted, disfigured smile, then laughs hysterically like a demon wandering down the rail.